In the chilling depths of the Cold War, nations were stockpiling nukes, training spies, and preparing for global annihilation. But in the middle of all this chaos, the British had one of the most bizarre ideas ever conceived: using chickens to keep nuclear bombs warm. This isn't a joke. This was a real, classified British military plan, one that involved live chickens, nuclear mines, and the fate of Europe. Welcome to one of the strangest chapters of Cold War history, the chicken nukes. The Cold War wasn't just fought with weapons, it was fought with ideas, paranoia, and secret experiments. Both NATO and the Warsaw Pact feared invasion. Britain, anticipating a possible Soviet advance into Western Europe, devised secret plans to slow them down. One such plan involved burying nuclear landmines across West Germany. But there was a serious problem: winter. European winters are brutal, and the extreme cold could damage the electronics inside the nuclear devices. So, what was the solution? Heating systems? Thermal insulation? Nope. Chickens. In 1954, the British Army launched Project Blue Peacock. The idea was to bury 10-kiloton nuclear landmines in West Germany. These bombs would lie in wait, ready to be detonated remotely or on a timer if Soviet forces advanced. But cold weather could cripple the bombs, batteries might fail, circuits could freeze. And that's where chickens came in. British scientists proposed placing live chickens inside the bomb casing, giving them enough food and water to survive for up to a week. The body heat from the chickens would maintain the internal temperature of the bomb, keeping the electronics functional. Yes, the British genuinely wanted to create nuclear bombs with chickens living inside them. And the plan got so far that official documents were written, engineers started designing the bombs, and field tests were even conducted. Each mine could level a city the size of Bonn, and the radioactive fallout would contaminate vast stretches of Europe. Worse yet, the bombs were intended for friendly territory, to slow down the Soviets. That meant potentially nuking parts of Germany, an ally. British officials tried to argue that the mines would have a deterrent effect. But the fear of contamination and the moral dilemma of nuking allies became too much. And the chickens, they never even got their chance to become Cold War heroes. For decades, Project Blue Peacock remained a secret, filed away under layers of classified archives. It wasn't until 2004 that the British National Archives declassified the plan. Many thought it was a joke. Even journalists refused to believe it at first, but the documents were real. Detailed blueprints, engineering notes, even specific chicken care instructions were found. It was official. Britain once tried to create a nuclear weapon powered by poultry.